Hello, I'm Dr. Donishman, and welcome to this overview of the John Adams Academy Servant Leadership Program. In this video, we'll take a brief look at our John Adams Academy scholar government structure, as well as our elections process. Our mission is the core of everything that we do at John Adams Academy. Every lesson, every classic, every program we do is focused on accomplishing this mission. How can we better develop servant leaders at John Adams Academy that will go out into the community and promote American values? Our scholar government exemplifies servant leadership. We want to live out our mission, not simply proclaim it. Let's take a look at the process for scholar government elections. For those of you who are new, when you arrived on campus this year, you found that you were assigned to a dean, and that dean is part of a republic: courage, integrity, justice, or wisdom. The scholar government is modeled after our U.S. government and consists of a Congress, Senate, and executive cabinet. The Congress is made up of one rep from each dean. The Senate is made up of 2 senators from each republic. The executive cabinet is made up of a president, a vice president, and their appointees of secretary and treasurer. In other words, there are 2 branches of government. The legislative branch, also known as Congress, is made up of the House of Representatives and the Senate. The House of Representatives includes 1 rep from each dean. You will also elect an alternate to fill in for your dean rep when he or she is absent. The Senate is made up of 2 senators from each republic. To simplify the process, the Republican dean lead teachers appoint the senators. Together, the 20 dean reps and 8 senators make up the Congress. The second branch of government is the executive branch. The executive branch is made up of a president and a vice president, and their appointed cabinet members. The president and vice president run together as a single ticket. After they are elected, they appoint their own cabinet members. So let's go through these elections one by one. Again, there are 20 dean reps elected by scholars and their deans. Dean rep elections will take place within the first 2 weeks of school during leadership class. There are 8 senators nominated by scholars and chosen by teachers. Service is for 1 school year. Before accepting a nomination for dean representative, please take note of the responsibilities of this position. Please take note of senator responsibilities. Now, what about the executive branch? Let's take a look at executive office elections. President and vice president registration begins in the mid-spring semester. President and vice president orientation is held shortly thereafter. During the following week, campaign speeches are given at Flag and will be filmed to post on Leadership Google Classrooms. Following this will be campaign week, primary debates, and the general election. Electoral college interviews will then take place, followed by the Electoral College vote. After this, the executive cabinet will be chosen. Finally, we will have Inauguration Day. Let's recap. Those that would like to serve the school as president and vice president will run as single tickets. These candidates will organize themselves into single tickets and obtain the necessary endorsements to run for office. There will be an orientation for scholars interested in running for president and vice president. All approved candidates will give their campaign speeches, which will be filmed and shown to the scholar body. Approved candidates will campaign. A general election, also called primaries, will then take place in each dean. The top 2 tickets will be announced. Each dean will choose an elector to send to the Electoral College. The elector must be a different person than the dean rep. These electors should interview the 2 candidates during the week before the Electoral College to make sure they are making an informed choice. The Electoral College will hold a private session to decide between the 2 tickets. Once elected, the executive officers can appoint their own cabinet. This could be a secretary and treasurer, or one person to do the job of both, secretary and treasurer. The winners will be sworn in along with the senators and dean reps. Before running for an executive office, please take note of the responsibilities for these positions. And that is how we end up with this John Adams Academy Scholar Government. Simple, isn't it? If you would like to watch this video again, it is available in your Dean Google Classroom. Have a JAA amazing day.